All right, good morning. Welcome back to Backyard Cars. You know, the sun is beaming, so I'm sorry about the sunglasses, but I don't want to be squinting. Today, we're going to try and get the old C10, K-10, the 78 behind me. We're going to try to get it going again. Got some parts and whatnot, and well, we'll see. Let me get you in there real quick. We'll take a peek at it and develop a plan. All right, so here's the K-10. She's ugly. This is the bed that came with her. You know, I got this truck like 4 years ago, and I really haven't done much with it. You know, I got it, and I just brought it home and just let it rest. You know, continued on where the old owner had left off. It's actually pretty rough in shape. We'll show you around on it. I mean, she's got more patches than a 1920s quilt. You see, fancy. I did sand down the frame rails back here and, do a little rust treatment. That was a couple of years ago. And when I first got it, I did clean out the tank and put some fuel line to it so, it would run. And it ran horribly. I got it because the old feller was driving it to work. And rear end just, kind of blew out. So he parked it, let it sit for several years, and I got it pretty cheap. And, well, I let it sit again for a couple of years, but that's over. We're getting on it now. I think something's missing. So this is the new style where you get to see how it works, And it's got no exhaust. You can see up under there, snipped there, and up in here it's snipped again. And so it's kind of loud. Let's look at the other side real quick, and then we'll just open the door from the other side because you ain't missing nothing. You see the patches again, all in it. I mean, it's rough. It's rough. I think there's something going on here too. Not sure, but I don't think it's supposed to get big like that. Well, that's there, and the whole truck is shot, really. Can we just get it running and camo? Nice pink camo. I think this was a Fellett's truck. And my dog, she's after the mouse. I've been fighting this mouse now for a couple months, and he's winning. He is definitely winning. Granny low 4-speed, 205 transfer case. So we're ready to rock and roll. There's no seat, but I got one of those on my front porch. We don't keep that out in the backyard in the elements. Nice bench seat to put in there. As you can tell, it's ratty, and there's parts in here, and it's custom. I'm scared to open that, to be honest with you, because the mouse that's in here is aggressive. Ah, it stinks. Jeez, does it stink in there. We got to get him evicted. We definitely got to. Oh, look at the sunroof. Yep, see? You can get the rays in on your noggin while you're driving. Okay. Well, that shut fairly decent. It's not good. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And inside, it's even worse. Let's see what's under the hood here, shall we? Oh, a custom hood scoop again. I mean, I don't know. Can I? I think I'm gonna need 2 hands. Let's see. Yeah. All right. The grill just fell out on me there. No, don't mind. Don't mind that. Yeah. So here's the motor. It's a rack covered 305, I do believe. And well, it's got a tick and a tap, probably a little oil pressure. I do know when I had it running a couple of years ago, the water pump, well, she was just pumping water straight out of the hole in the bottom. Nothing really going to the radiator. And over here, the old alternator, she was putting out 17.5 maybe, so that's no good. Alternator, water pump, we need a battery, and this is wonderful here. I must have worked on this before. I mean, when you're in a pinch and you just got to get it going, I can understand, the extension cord. But I think code says it's got to be 3-wire. So 2-wire, unacceptable. We're going to fix that. We'll try all of our... Woo! Yeah, got the camera shot in there for sure. It is bright out here, fellas. We got a whole big pigtail of mess up in there. Oh man, that is just nasty. Great. Mice, they never leave you alone. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna get some wrenches and we'll climb up in here and we got to start somewhere. Let's just tear that junk off first. If you can see in there, the fan, water pump, brackets, alternator, not too bad, not too bad. And she ran, but who knows if she will this time. As you can see, the mouse he's been up in here, and that filter looks horrible, and I think water might have been dripping in from the Cal induction hood they custom made. All right, well, let's get on it. All right, so the good thing about an old Chevrolet is it don't take but like 3 tools to take the whole thing apart. So let's get on in here and just start taking stuff apart. Start with the fan, and no, let's not. Let's start by loosening up the alternator. Get the belt loose. Then take off the fan. Then we come back, take the alternator off. That's not right. Just a little beater. Ain't worried about nothing. Now that's plastic. That's nice. That's sure to last. Sure to last. We'll just throw that back there for now. Let's see what we... Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. That's on the pulley good. Hey. Oh. Oh, yep, yep. Got that off. Nice. All right. Get the belt. That's crunchy and stuck. Let's see. Oh, thousands of miles more out of it. Maybe. A couple 100 miles more. We're going to save on it. I mean, why replace it if it's still together? We got to come out of the flannel now, fellers. Got to come out of the flannel. Basically, what we're going to try and do is show you that you don't have to have a lot of money to enjoy old cars. You don't have to have the fanciest car, most collectible. None of that. You just got to enjoy it, And if you enjoy it, I'm sure others are going to enjoy it too. We're going to take you to some car shows. Maybe some car events, drag racing. Who knows? It's all what you want to see. What you type in there and tell me is on your agenda. Oh, chromoly bolt. Nice. Yep. 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 All right, one alternator. And that's no good. It's probably good for a core. I'm not even going to lie about that. Probably good for a core. Come on, hose. Well, might be needing a little radiator. Yeah, hose, yeah. Okay, yep. Oh, she was holding some water. Well, how's that? It's just water, guys. We're in Florida. We don't need antifreeze. Sure we do. For like 2 days out of the year. Let's just loosen these while we got on here. Because that'll be a pain when you got the water pump not there. Okay. That bracket's loose. We need to get into that bracket. This pulley's going to have to come off for that. Hey! I mean, did they super glue all this stuff together? I don't. It's not cooperating with me. That's. Ow! I don't understand. I don't. Yep. Yeah. Don't hit the radiator. Yeah. I mean, it's probably no good. But clean that up too. Why not? Why not? Make it look fancy in here when we're done. And I'm only 10 minutes in. It's just not good. I tell you what though. Well, that's off. I meant it's part of the plan. So now all we got left is the water pump. Well, that's nice. Well, what are you doing sitting down already? I tell you what, I'm going to finish tearing some of this off, cleaning up the brackets, getting some of the new stuff on, and you go check out this Jeep. You know, my son's Jeep. It's a little new, but he put some wheels and tires and a lift kit on it, and I just want to show you the transformation. You don't want to watch this anyhow. Listen, you come on back after you see the Jeep, and we'll get back to this. Jeez. Slackers. My son's stock 97 Cherokee XJ. After the lift kit, wheels and tires, and opened up the exhaust. All right. Not a bad looking Jeep, huh? A little bit of effort goes a long way. And a little bit of money, you know? Rims from Craigslist, you know? It was a new lift kit and some new tires, but that's probably the youngest vehicle you ever see on this channel, ever again. I mean, like at the river, when the sign says you ought to be this tall to get in the river, well, you ought to be so old to be on this channel. We got it all tore down and we nicened her up with some spray cans and got the new water pump on. And some of the brackets, and I'll get you in here so you can take a peek at it. We're about to, get the alternator on. And the wiring, get the new battery over here. And then I'm going to have to try and find some fuel to, pour down the yap, because it ain't got none in it. Well, let me get you in here so you can see what we done. All right, well, as you can see, we spray painted up down here, got us a new water pump on here. I shot it with a little clear just so it don't rust. If you don't do that, then, well, you got a brand new pile of rust, because that's what's going on over there. That's like a year old. No clear coat, no paint. She's rusty. So a little bit of clear coat. I don't want to paint it, but just enough to clear to kind of keep it from rusting. And these brackets here, I sanded them down. Well, wire brushed them. Turns out they were cheap chrome that somebody had wire brushed and painted. And so I just wire brushed that down again. And, like chrome is not savable. So we just shot them with some black. They'll be okay. And of course, we got in there. I'll try to get you down in there so you can see it all. We got down in and we cleaned the timing cover and we degreased the front up here and kind of inspected the gaskets, and it looks alright. Freeze plugs look brand new. I did not touch the power steering pump, but I did get all up in and around there and get it looking kind of purdied up. It's hard to see in the video, obviously. And I had to hang a blanket up to block out the Florida sun because it was just blazing down in here. Let's try and get out of sight. Right, nice and clean inside there. It's like new in a can. It's wonderful. We got our hoses hooked back up, top and bottom. And, well, now we're just going to put the alternator back in here. And with a new charging wire over here. And we already got the battery terminal done. It's not new. We just cleaned up the old one. I know. We're just, listen, we're trying to do this on a budget. And when I say budget, well, I mean, no budget, really, because, well, let's face it, we got no money. So, that is crimped in there. Nice and tight, professionally crimped. It ain't coming out. I mean, I mess with a lot of electronics. That's good to go. It's a little overkill. I'm not going to lie to you. That is 6 gauge wire. And maybe it's 8. It's way too big. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it's like almost the size of your pinky, But it'll be all right. At least it isn't extension cord. I mean, that's what we were running on. 2 wire. Now we're up to code, All right, let's get that out of here. Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to post you up. It's going to be bright again, fellas. And then we'll get the alternator in here, wrap all that up, and alternator fan. I hate that thing. Put the fan doohickey back on. Just tighten this up and see if we can't get her to fire up. Alright, here's the finished product. Alternator's in, brackets on, fans installed, water pump. Everything's cleaned up, nice and neat. We even got the new wire for charging whirler wire to the new end. Well, not new end. We cleaned it up, wire brushed it, stuck it on there. You know how we roll. Redo and reuse. It's going to be a little bright for a second, guys. Let's try and pivot around. I already got the carb off because we're at the point where we're ready to rock and roll. We got our, whoa, bright. We got a fresh new battery here. All right, let me get some fuel. I mean, let's get this show on the road. Well, we've reached the home stretch. We're going to get some gasoline in it. Check the battery. Bump the key. We already got some ice cube juice in there. I had to put this back on because the old rat, well, he'd been climbing up and doing nesting things up here, and I bumped the hood and stuff fell right into the gap, so it's not good. Not good. So anyhow, we got the coolant in there and fresh battery, water pump, alternator, charging wire, some fresh corn fuel from Uncle Tommy's cellar. No, it's just junk gasoline from the corner mart. Get some in them bowls. Oh, yep, probably too much. Wonderful. Let's throw some down the app. Okay. Yep. Perfect. You can smell the fuel. Yeah, that was a lot. Let's give it a second. I wouldn't, I would tell you who and where I got all this stuff from, but I had to pay full price. So, I mean, I'm not plugging them if they're not plugging me. Yeah. Anyhow, it was just the cheapest stuff I could find. Reconditioned battery, but it's got a built-in handle, and that's handy. So, I mean, let's just turn the key. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Oh, please don't let this mouse jump out on me. Oh. See? That was a spark and go. Did we just hit it again? Did we give her some more fuel? She needs more than that? She wants some drink? She wants more drink, she said. That was just enough to make me thirsty. Can I have some more? Oh, maybe those aren't full enough. Maybe they're not getting nothing from there. You know that would be it. Let's go down the app again. Okay, too much. Stop right there. I mean, how long could it run for? It was promising. And it didn't sound as bad as I remember. Let's see. Is it gonna idle? Is it gonna? Nope. Yep. Come on. Yep. Come on, girl. Well, she's gonna run. I guess I need to just find some fuel. Shouldn't it run longer than that though? Off of the bowls where they do not have enough. I mean, it just overflows, right? So let's just give a way too much. That's definitely overflowing. Let's just go ahead and hit it now. Kind of quick and see how long she runs, huh? She's not cammed up, I'll tell you that. I think we're down the cylinder, but she's idling off. Let's do a quick look and see. Are you losing water anywhere? I don't see none. And she's just quietly idling away. She got a little bit of a miss. We'll check on that in a second. I think I hear a vacuum leak. We're just gonna let it run until she dies, though, and see what we get. Yeah, it's missing. We'll have to take a little look at that. But it's running, you know. I'm going to call it a success. Get through that fan, or you'll lose a hand. I think we're about to lose it. We got to get some fuel. All right, let's regroup and do this now. Some fuel in the bowls. Hopefully it'll run long enough to pick up fuel from the tank. This is all the gas I got right now. Hopefully it'll run long enough to tune on it. Looks like it's trying to pull from the tank. We got some lifter tap over here. We're definitely popping a valve. You can hear it. There's a sticking valve. Every once in a while it kind of loads up like that. And then you're wondering, is that in the carburetor? Yes, it sounds pretty good. Alright, we just tuned on her a little. Got a little tick and a little tap. And look, the gauge is coming up. Maybe the temperature gauge does work. At the passenger side. I don't know. That's definitely this driver's side over here. And I can hear it happen. Idle's a little high, but let's just be sure we're still on the same page here. 15.5, I'm digging it. it's a success. We got it running under its own will, moved it around a little bit. Sure, it's got stuff to do. We gotta, first thing we gotta do is file the eviction papers on the mouse. I mean, he's gotta go, dirty little rat. And then we gotta look at the valves because they were ticking and some other things. What do you think? I mean, WWJD, comment in the bottom. In the description, we're going to leave a link to the Facebook page where maybe we talk about it there. Maybe I put up a post, we figure out where we go from there. If you're not a subscriber, hit the bell. If you are subscribed, do the thumb thing. Give me a like. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll catch you next time. You know what I need? I need to get a haircut. I'm starting to look like a homeless man.